So, lads, today we have to talk about this absolute nonsense because two reasons. One, the referees, how did they manage to screw up this badly with this? And two, we have seen this cause think pieces in the past with other players, so we're having the exact same conversation, but we're going from it from a different perspective. It is so dumb. It's so dumb that I have to talk about this, but it was also dumb last year when Caitlin Clark would flail, not realize what she was doing, hit someone in the face, get rightfully called for a technical foul, and then suddenly there's think pieces saying that she's calling her a dirty player and everything.
Okay, so nowadays Paige Bueckers became embroiled in a severe drama this. Good morning, everyone. For this one over here, the Paige just gave Kelsey Plum a shove. Additionally, the referees, they pretended to be totally blindfolded. We're not talking whistle, not even a typical infraction. Simply utter silence. Additionally, if you're pondering why fans are so enraged as a result of anyone else in when the league does that, they're heading for a technical right away. So why? In what way does Paige receive the golden whistle? Let me ask you straight up. Was the officiating fair or a double standard? Put your thoughts aside below.
That's basically what she did. She scores, complains to the referee, turns around and rams over an opposing team's player and just keeps running back on defense. Intentional? Probably not. Did she care? Nope. Because she just kept running back on defense. She sure as hell made...
Hold on, though, because this wasn't only a small bump or mild. Make contact. No. Paige made a basket, spun around and plowed through, directly into Plum. Kelsey ultimately laying out on the ground. Additionally, Paige, not even Flint. She merely, casually, on defense, jogging back as if it were everything. A playbook section, as if nothing even occurred.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Could do that walk right now. You heard it. I'll remember this day. The rookies talking shit is crazy. The rookies are built different here. They don't even carry their loops anymore. What the fuck is going on?
All right, so perhaps it wasn't deliberate, purposeful. However, the visuals, they were vicious. When you collide with an adversary and don't even turn around, you're making a strong statement about whether you intended to or not. Additionally, the referees, their whistles were virtually eaten, as though it were the most decadent dessert. Nothing, not even a common foul. That's exactly where the outcry starts. Because fans need to be consistent. Expect fervently. Additionally, consistency is the WNBA's officiating one thing never seems to provide.
Paige to death. Do not get me wrong. I think she's a hell of a player and would love to play with her one day. But those refs were giving her every freaking whistle last night. You literally couldn't touch her. And that shit is so annoying to me. And if you're gonna do that, then give it to our guards. Or we know she's a good rookie and she's gonna get some whistles, but to get the treatment she got last night was crazy.
Well, this is where the good stuff happens. Let's put this in perspective because Caitlin Clark has shown us how completely, much less was hammered. I'm speaking, removing someone's hand with a real knock. Suddenly, after being hanched, she's public enemy number one. Reese Angel throws an elbow that simply disappears. Someone, boom. She's flirting or expelled in a brazen manner. Other gamers, like as Shakira Austin or Aaliyah Boston, they, as much as breathing too forcefully while driving, and the whistle immediately blasts. However, Paige benefits from the doubt each and every time. Additionally, notice this doesn't involve detesting Paige. She's completely competent. She has clean footwork. She's been dependable and mid-range. Excited for good since her UConn days. Cause everyone is aware of that. However, when one One set of rules allows the player to play. Regulations, but the rest of the... When someone else plays in the league, you can't call that basketball. That's what you call bias. Unadulterated and straightforward. Players and fans both see it, view it. And for that reason, the annoyance. It erupts completely. Let's be now real for a moment. Plum is not precisely innocent in terms of causing the marijuana on her own. Physically, she's mouthy, and she is quite capable of get beneath the skin of your opponent. That's a component of her strategy. However, despite everything, that it does not at any way justify what came down here. Really, even if Paige was irritated, despite her perception that she was touched first, you are not allowed to simply defeat a different player without using any result. In every way, that is a foul. Rec games from the middle school league up to the NBA, in fact. Thus why it was named here, wasn't it? The response is ruthlessly easy. She has that unique quality. Whistling. Paige is pretty sure she has it. It has always been with players throughout history. You mean that Michael Jordan didn't receive calls from celebrities? You believe LeBron doesn't get anything from it now. However, guys, this is the real deal. The distinction. Did those men merit their position? After years of supremacy at the top level. That's not what Paige has done in the professionals yet, but she's already receiving the complete VIP treatment. And believe me, that is what irritates everyone else. The league. Yes. Furthermore, what's even stranger, recall last year with Clark Caitlin. She thrashed one arm against a rebound, caught a player by mistake, and it burst into thought at once, referring to her as a dirty player. Twitter feuds raged. National discussion ignited, and some even made demands. Suspensions. At the moment, Paige does. Nearly identical, with the exception that she plummeted plumb to the ground, and we only received. The silence was terrible. Same league, same referees, identical fans, but very different responses. That is blatant hypocrisy. Best, without a doubt. And the amusing Paige didn't do a good job of hiding it. If it was genuinely unintentional, she might have my bad, or at the very least looked down, or reached out to Plum. However, she jogged back, looking straight through her, as if nothing had occurred. And that's what leads others to conclude that it was definitely, even if it wasn't deliberate. Perception is important. Additionally, the impression Paige Bueckers is currently receiving, eliminating plays that would have Caitlin in them. Clark's ban her is trending all around the world. From the hashtags for the league. Let's place this in a different manner. Consider Angel Ree being pulled. This particular stunt. She concludes at the rim, pushes Plum down, and simply trots off. Is there anyone who truly believes the ref swallow whistle? Angel, no chance, would have received a citation before Plum even got to his feet. Likewise, Boston. Half the league is no different. However, Paige is regarded as though she's a princess. This is where the Paige fan comes in. Base exacerbates the situation. These are the same individuals that yelled filthy every time Ree or Clark engaged in physical play. However, currently, all of a sudden, kids are penning articles concerning how this was merely a chance encounter. Please spare me. If we're being demanding consistency, let's make a call. The board. Either live performances or they're either fouls for everyone or nobody. Select a lane. This is what actually most irritates me. It has nothing to do with punishing Paige. No one is requesting a suspension or expel her from the game. All they want is for the foul to be called. Pause. Reset it and go on. That's ways to keep a game under control. However, the ref's disregard for it not only fuels the story that Paige receives partiality, they also placed other players in In danger, because, guess what? Gamers. Take note. The next time someone will take revenge, then what? Right now you have disarray as a result of the government refusal to perform their duties initially. And let's discuss about Paige's whistle. Pay close attention to her games, and you'll observe a trend. She slows down while driving, purposefully entices touch by throwing up a wild shot, and inexplicably arrives at the